There's 7. Anyone else? I have lollipops.
Well, thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much, Mary.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Stick around. Kate will be signing copies of the book up front. And again, if you become a member of the museum, we'll give you your copy complimentary. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to Peter Quinn and to Kate Kerrigan for having a great number. Thank you.
Should be told you.
This time now. 1914 to 1918. I was 7 years old. I remember at 7 years of age, peeping in the window and seeing the boys and girls dancing around the floors.
The house next door.
Freddie Maguire playing a violin, Laura Morley playing an accordion, and 2 men, Martin Kilkenny and McLean, playing flutes, and but jigs and reels. The occasional polka, but very much more the jigs and reels.
That was one of the new wave musics at the time.
Yes.
Polka must have been a sort of foreign influence.
The Scottish air.
Yeah.
And I remember them dancing, and they had very little space. The people, the girls who ran the dance, or sprees they called them, had a terrible time to make room for the dance. They had to crush the people, pack them back to the walls, clear the space in the middle of the floor to have a half set. And I remember them swinging. I remember some of those that convoy's uncles dancing around the floor.
Oh.
Great big men.
Yeah.
And some men, Kilkennys, and Tony Grogan, McLean and Martin Kilkenny, dancing half sets. And I remember the girls almost all wore white blouses, and they had their hair pinned up at the back. Now the skirts, in my very early 7 years of age, the girls wore their skirts down to the floor. But the following year and the year after, they were above the ankle. And I remember the skirts were shortened a little bit, and I remember when the hair started coming down, they cut the hair. And that was an awful tragedy. The older women said, "Oh, what will they do next? They're cutting their hair. Oh dear."
Or was it just the men who did the work, or did the women?
The women didn't ever touch black portrait. Considered the lowest of the low, take a big glass in your head. The women took wine, they took anything.
But were they involved in the physical work of the harvest?
They were involved in cooking. Your uncle, the neighbours came to your uncle, or your father. The neighbours came and they all made the stacks together, and then you went to them. It was a method. M-E-I-T-E-A-L in Irish, method of mahal, we call it, mahal. They gathered together. Now, Bridget Kilkenny's 2 brothers had come. The father, when he was able, and the neighbour, that Jack Marley, had come to my father. And my father go over to Uncle Tom. There were 3 or 4 men in the field, filling up a horse cart with big loads, one man about from the others, gathering the sloops, throwing them up, and then a man making a stack, and a man flinging up to him. So the women had to be